we're at the part where we want to start doing our decorating our pages and our cover and such. I like to save my cover for last, so I like to keep the whole book together while I'm creating, but I do my cover last. So we have 4 fun pages to decorate. I decided to do a little like fold out waterfall for this page. I did want to show this edge that we created earlier, so I'm gonna keep that there. But first I wanted to share with you really quickly some of the items that I intend on using. So I told you I was using the Prima Optimist paper collection. I only have a 6x6 pad and a few 12x12 sheets from it, so I have to stretch it, which is what I like to do because my paper goes far, and I mix in other collections that may work with it. So, and of course a lot of pattern cardstock too. We'll stretch your 6x6 paper pads to what you needed to you know, for the purposes. So I got these sheets. I had them for a while, and I got them when Joann's was having the really good basil sale. I don't know if it was 10 or you get a lot for a little bit of change. So I have pulled all of these colors that I think will work with the Prima Optimist collection. It's yellow and peach, blue, pink, and then this lime green. It's from, I guess, years ago, but I don't even know. Yeah, it's basil paper, but it's 8.5 by 11, and it's a more texture paper. So the Prima Optimist paper is black based, but it has lots of pops of color. So that's why I like to make everything in black and then add the pops of color, and that stretches your 6x6 paper pads. So I'm using that, and this is just white cardstock that was stuck in between. I may use that or may not. Also, here are, I've put these over here, and I hope I don't drop anything. A couple other things here. I've pulled this leftover, you know, I like using my scraps. This is the DCWV, or Die Cuts with the View, the chalkboard stack. If you guys remember that from forever and a day ago. And I just have the cover and like 3 sheets of the 12x12. Kyla did that. Luckily you can wipe that off. But I may use this. It may come in handy at some point. So of course she wrote on the back too. But we can try to use that. And then these are the 12x12 sheets that I got. This is the one I use on the border on the back. So this is the Perfect sheet. It's called Perfect. And that's the opposite side. Here's another 12x12. It says Live Freely. This is called Bloom. And I got 2 of those. I got those from Blue Moon Scrapbooking. And this is called Focused. I really, really love this sheet. And that's the back. I'm going to try to use some of these juicy parts on my pages the best I can. And then here is another Bloom. And those are the 12x12 sheets that I have from there. And then I have the 6x6 my matte back paper collection. Oh my gosh, that one was a pretty one. That's pretty. Hot pink. Lovely, beautiful colors. Love it. So that has 48 sheets. 3 designs per sheet. And then I have this washi adhesive sheets. I got a while ago when I went to visit a couple friends, and from Hobby Lobby. So it's washi paper, washi adhesive sheets, but look how well it coordinates with, look at that. It's almost the exact same image. It's like a chalkboard, but it's a washi tape paper. Very, very pretty. I may use these on my tags or some of the photo mats or to cover something. I don't know. But I thought that matched well. And then I do have some of the elements from the Something Blue that may go. And that's just some paper clips. And this is the Prima Something Blue. Some more paper clips with epoxy stickers on it. I have some tags. Some of the colors may match in there. I have some brads on here. There's the Prima Optimist brads that I have. And also the Optimist ACT cards. And there's 30 in here. So that's just bits and pieces of that. I also wanted to see if I can use this Hello Pastel. It's a metal paper clips in the camera shape. Some K & Company frames. This Chalk Studio paper collection from Joann's looked like it could work. It's, like I said, it's been ran through. I've used some of the pieces from it. But you never know. You never know. I also have this border strip. This was on sale, like really cheap. And then I made some flowers using one of the 12x12 sheets from the Optimist. So I made these a few days ago. And I use a silhouette. I use a file and I cut it out on my Silhouette machine. But the file is from somewhere else in YouTube, blog, Google land. And I don't know. I pulled out some, I don't know if I'll be using Chinese braid. Some pearls. These are flat back pearls. Bling. I did create a couple more flowers just using plain pink paper. So yeah. I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way because I don't know what of it I'm going to use. But I just like to have options available around me so that if I say I need, you know how you're like, it needs something else. So I like to have stuff in my immediate vicinity to be able to pull from. So that's how I kind of gather my items for the mini album. I look, if I don't see it, I don't use it. So I just go through and find colors and stuff that I think might match. Okay. Last but not least, of course, with the original source of the mini was for is my Wild Orchid Craft flowers. So I'll be using some of these. I don't know how much I'll be using. I know the front cover will have a lot because I love to enhance my front cover and leave the middle for purposes of what it needs to be, putting photos in it. So so at that middle part may remain flat. Plus the purpose of me doing the video is for, you know, new people who are a little apprehensive about doing a mini album to feel comfortable. So I don't want to load it up with a whole bunch of stuff. So Wild Orchid Craft flowers are in the room. They are in the building. So okay, what time is it? I don't have my timer. I just know I have to stop in 30 minutes. So let's bring this back out. And like I said, I decided to put a waterfall mat here. So let's get started. You want to cut some paper at 8.5 by 4. Okay, and I've cut 5 strips cut at 8.5 by 4 inches, and you want to score them at on the long side at 4 1/4 inches, which I've already done. I'm just going to crease that again to fold it in half. Alright, and you want to do that for the remaining pieces. So 8.5 by 4, and then score at 4 1/4. And you want 5 of those. Okay. And then all you want to do is fold those over and give them a quick crease with your bone folder. And the last one. Okay, so put on my bone folder. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to cut another piece at, and this is going to be my closure. You want to cut another piece at 4 by 3, 4 inches by 3 inches, and on the 3-inch side, you want to score at 1 inch. And then 1 1/4. That's what I'm guessing is going to be, not guessing, I'm hoping it's going to work out to be my closure piece here. So the idea is to, on this last piece, put this behind here and then use it like that. So I do want to cut a little slit on the 1-inch side, just so you can hide that, just in case the edges, you know, don't line up. You don't want that extra little sliver. I mean just the tiniest sliver. See that? On both pieces. On both ends of the 1-inch side. Little triangle. So that can go behind there. And as a matter of fact, we might as well adhere it now. So just on that 1-inch side, apply some adhesive right under that last score mark. Take one of your pieces, so it's going to open, the waterfall is going to open down. So this is going to be the top closure, like this. So, or like this rather, like that. So you want to have it open like this towards you and place it right up into that score mark on the adhesive. Okay, so it'll close like that. And then I'm going to my glue is having a field day here. So I am going to apply, I don't know if I want to, this is what happens when you go with the flow. If I want to apply a border, yes, I do. I'm going to use this EK Success Punch throughout the whole mini album, so I like to stay consistent. And I'm just going to punch these decorative edges at the bottom. Oh, okay. Get that out the way. So we've sealed that. So to start making these pockets, or the fold out, we'll have to connect these pieces together. So they're going to connect like this, back to back. So that'll go there. This back will adhere to that and lay flat, and so on. This back will lay on top of here, so it'll fold down nice and easy. Okay, I'm going to be using my ATG gun for this. So I flipped it over, and I'm just going to apply some adhesive on all 4 sides, and then I do one in the middle, and I'm going to line up a piece. Turn it this way. Line up a piece of paper. I'd rather them line up at the top, actually, so I'm going to turn this way rather than the bottom, just in case. And I'm just going to line up the pieces. Adhere them together. Grab my bone folder. Help them stay creased. So you see they'll all fold out like this. Okay, so put this down. I'm going to continue to keep doing that all the way around till all of my pieces are adhered. Okay. Get another piece. Oh. Open it up. Line them up. Folder. This book can go by really fast. Once you get the, once you get the base down, of course, everything else is just decorating. And then what the book that I've chosen to do is quite simple. So you can, after this video and you get your first one under your belt, you can make plenty of these, and you could just alter it to your own liking. If you didn't like that page fold out, or if it was too much, or you don't have enough paper. Lord knows there's a lot of paper in this album. You can do it to, your own specifications. And then this is the last one. I also like doing this waterfall album because it packs a big punch in such a small space. This little booklet holds quite a few pictures. We'll get to count that in a second. Just add this last one. So there we have it. This is what you should have. Let me just line this up correctly here. Back over my folder the right. Alright. So you'll have, this will be our cover piece. So it'll have the string closure, so you may not be able to put nothing on the front. But you still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 places to put a photo. 10 photo mats, and these are nice size photo spots or journaling. It's up to you what you want to do. And then I just always like to make sure it'll fit in my space that I want it to fit at, and it does. Okay, so for the top part here, I cut out some pieces, and these pieces measure, this base peach piece measures 3 7/8 by 1 1/8, so that'll fit right on top. And then I have a piece of pattern paper with the stars from the collection cut at 3 3/4 by 1 inch, so it'll mat like this on top. And I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom, but I do want to use my corner chomper at the 1/4 inch space and then just chomp these corners just to add a little bit to it. And it's a 1/4 inch and a half, and like I said, I'm using the 1/4 inch one, so that's going to go on top of there like that. So just going to apply a little adhesive. I'm going to move these flowers out the way because I don't want them to get crushed. And apply that there, and then it's going to go right up there. Really easy. I'm not going to do any distressing with the ink. I like to, but I get kind of messy, and I don't want my paper to get messed up. Me trying to ink. Plus, I like the pop of color. I don't want to weigh it down with more distressing colors. So that's going to go there, and then I'm just going to mat this paper. This paper is, the mats are 4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to do that first. 3 3/4 by 4, and that was a 12 by 12 sheet. Let me just make sure it fits before I start the matting. Yep. So we need to make 10. What was that one? 3 3/4 by 4. Okay. And this is a 12 by 12, so the last one, hope I didn't cut off a 1/2 inch, so it's not going to be a 4. Make sure. All right, 1, 2, 3. 3 3/4. 4. 4. 5. 6. I don't think I can get another one out of this one. Nope. So we will save this as a scrap for something else down the road. Seven, 8, 9, 1 more makes 10. And then I think I need a one for the front. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I'm going to do one more for the front. And then we're going to cut the other piece for the cover. So that was That paper was 4 by 3 3/4, so I'm going to go down to 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to do 3 3/4, which that's already cut, by 3 1/2, and that should fit on my photo mat, which it does. Okay, so let's just quickly set that aside, and we will mat our pages. And I just do, on these, I just do around the edges on the corners. Okay. And these make perfect places to put a photo. They're clean, there's nothing on it, and or journaling. And when I'm matting, I leave that extra little piece on the bottom, that extra 1/2 inch, because you never know if you need it, but I leave it on there because no one's going to see that anyway. That extra little serial number or label that's on the back. So that's why I take a quick second and look on both sides, just so I can make sure I'm covering the right side. Okay. There's a few more to go. And the friends that know me know, I know that they're laughing at me because this is my least favorite part. I despise matting, but I know we need it. I know it's a necessity. I just want to get to the decorating. I want to get to the decorating part because I'm a bit impatient. But yeah, I just don't like it. So I'm sure they're laughing at me right about now. And let's see here. And I just eyeball it. I mean, it's 1/8 of an inch shorter than the mat, the base, so can't really go wrong. Just center it the best way you can. And then this outside one, I'm trying to remember here. Oh, I was supposed to wait on that. If you can pull that up quickly, which I can, I need to adhere my brads first so that I can close my paper. Oops, dropped my glue gun. Let's see here. I'm going to use the Optimist brads. This is pretty. Let's see. I'll use this one that says, let's see here. I'll use this flower one. It's really pretty. I use the flower one and the one that says unique. Alright, so I am using this tiny hole puncher if I can. If I can't, then I'll just use my paper piercer. And I'm just going to put a little hole, center it off the best way I can, and then punch a little hole in it. Oh, I don't want it right there. Take it right there. And then I will put my brad through here. It fits through there nice and snug. Okay. Close the back. So then this piece in the front, going to mark where I want to put my little hole because that's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to push the hole through, so I'm just going to try to line it up and put it like right there. So what I'm going to do is just use my poker tool and poke a hole through, nice and easy, and then push my brad through. After I mat it, actually I don't have to mat it. Let's see, what did I do with that second mat? Where did the mat go with the adhesive on it? Oh, there it is. Should I mat this first? Okay. And then let's mat the front. Alright. See, that's what happens when you go with the flow. You are watching me live in the making. Okay. I'm going to mat this pattern paper on here to the front of this booklet. And then I'm going to flip it back to the other side and punch that hole again. And now we can put the brad through. And then fix the bottom. Perfect. So now we can mat the back of that paper. We want to hide the brad. The brad prongs, rather. I'm going to put a little extra piece on here. Okay. Bam. And then I'm going to use some string, some twine that I had. This is some peach colored twine. Just going to grab some from the wrapping. I'm just tie it in a circle. I'll pull it through a circle so they can fit underneath the brad and tie a knot. So that's the first tie, and then I'm going to tie another one to secure it. Okay, I'm going to cut off that extra, and I'm going to wrap it, leave enough so that I can wrap it. You may want to play with the brad a little bit. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around, not too many times, that's enough. Cut off the extra. And there we go. We have our booklet. Why do I have an extra piece of paper? Let's figure it out. Unless I just had an extra piece. Oh, I know I need to mat that part. Okay. Everything is matted. So cute. Oh, let's mat that. With that extra piece that was just waiting for me to mat. So that's going to be cut at 1 1/8 by 3 7/8. I was already cut at the 3 7/8 part, so that's 1 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then the pattern paper. Things disappear quickly around here. Alright. Is 1. Let's go this way. 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch by 1. And then we're going to grab the rounder at the 1/4 inch spot and do the same thing for the underside. That's that piece, and then we'll do this piece. Okay. We'll add some adhesive to the back of this. And place it right on. I can't. That would irritate me. I think I need a new blade. It's some straggly hairs. That would just irritate me. Alright, that goes there. Did I not cut this? I cut this too short? I mean, too long? 3/4. Let me see. And that. Okay. There we go. And now we're just gonna apply this to the back. And put a little bit extra on here since the brad is behind it. Or it's covering up the brad. And that goes right there. Now I could add something, let me see. I could add some type of washi pieces to it, or we could just leave them as mats. This looks kind of cool. Let's see how would that look on there. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just going to add a few of these on here. A few of these little strips. Just to add something to this plain side. Hopefully that's enough. And again, I got that from Hobby Lobby, and I have not ever used it. But I'm using it today. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. So we're just going to line that up on the side. Super cute. Get my scissors. And I'm just going to do opposite sides. These little things are hasty. Like a fish out of water. Okay. They're transparent. They look white on here. Of course, all washi tape does, but they're translucent. They take on the color. They're taking on the color of this peach for the background, and it looks really cute. Alright, I'm gonna do the rest of this. I'm gonna do that for all of it, and then when I come, it'll be complete in a minute. But before I run out of time, or this goes over my time here, I'm going to show you how to attach this. So, and I'll come back. I'll check the time and come back to that. So that's going to go here. Now you could use hot glue, or you could use wet glue or double-sided adhesive. For this, I'm going to use my trusty buddy, the hot glue gun, and adhere this little lady right there. What a great way to open up a mini album. Boom, right there, a whole bunch of paper. 10 photos. So I think I'm off camera, maybe I'm not. I'm adding some hot glue to the edges and the complete back of the book. You gotta go fast, so you just gotta trust me. So I'm gonna lay that down and press on it really good. Make sure it gets a nice safe adhesion. Da, 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 da.